Guys, I'm back with a chilling horror flick, straight from American Horror Story, The Cursed Object Hunt. Our lead, Da-Mei, is home alone after chatting with her husband Xiao Shuai, who works at a mental hospital. After the call, Da-Mei tries to phone her younger sister, but the sister doesn't pick up. That night, she steps out to grab clothes from the car and hears a strange noise. Flashlight in hand, she sees nothing, but as she returns, a creepy sound comes from the door. Peeking through the window, she's startled by a man with rolled-back white eyes. He warns her she's in danger and begs to be let in. Da-Mei, no fool, refuses. He then claims someone snuck into her house earlier. She brushes it off, until he reveals her husband's on the night shift. That's when she realizes, this man is a mental hospital patient, and maybe he's not lying. Da-Mei was about to open the door, when the man outside warned her to call the police. Meanwhile, another man heard strange noises, opened his door, and whatever he saw scared him so badly he hid under the bed. As the door creaked open slowly, he held his breath. When things went quiet, he crawled out, only to find a mutilated corpse on the floor and a bloodied eyeball in his hand. Later, Xiao Shui visits Da-Mei's blind twin sister, Xiao Mei, who's also a psychic obsessed with cursed objects. She shows him a haunted bell, saying if anyone presses it, a ghost appears and kills them. Xiao Shui laughs it off, calling it nonsense. But during their talk, he reveals the chilling news. Da-Mei is already dead, and the suspected killer is gone too. Xiao Mei receives the victim's belongings. Just as Xiao Shui is about to leave, he casually mentions he has a new girlfriend and invites Xiao Mei over sometime. Back home, Xiao Mei lights a candle, removes her gloves, and touches the belongings. She has a special ability. She can see the final moments of the dead through their items. A vision flashes, her sister's murder. She realizes someone else is behind it. Later, at her shop, she finds a strange box. The next day, Xiao Shuai's blonde girlfriend says she found Da-Mei's old camera, filled with their photos. She also shows him new pictures. When zoomed in, Da-Mei appears in one of them. She adds that last night, she saw Da-Mei in the room, but when she turned on the light, she vanished. Xiao Shui thinks she's imagining it. He never believed what she said. As Xiao Shui got ready for work, his girlfriend told him his sister had come by. Surprised, he found Xiao Mei waiting outside and invited her in. He introduced his girlfriend and said they both wouldn't be home tonight. But Xiao Mei insisted on staying. She then opened a wooden box, something their mother had left behind. It was a gift from a witch on her 5th wedding anniversary. She gave it to Xiao Shui and he left for work. Xiao Mei warned her, "It's made of wood. A witch gave it to my mother." Confused, the girlfriend asked, "But I'm not even married to him." As she turned to leave, she noticed the box had opened again. Then the wooden figure was taken out. He asked Xiao Mei if she was the one who removed it, but she insisted she hadn't touched the box. Just as the blonde girl was about to leave, she realized her car keys were missing. She went upstairs to search, but found nothing. During dinner, Xiao Mei revealed something chilling. It wasn't the white-eyed man who killed my sister. Turns out that night Da-Mei never opened the door. The white-eyed man warned her, "Don't touch anything, call the police." Then he left. But Da-Mei didn't listen. She grabbed a hammer and a flashlight. While searching the area, she found her camera and entered the tent to check the photos. At first, nothing unusual. But as she swiped through, she spotted something terrifying. A strange man standing just outside her tent. Frozen in fear, she didn't make a sound. When she opened the tent flap, the man suddenly appeared, crouching with a hammer, staring at her. He slowly stepped into the tent, and that's how Da-Mei was murdered. The blonde girl, stunned, asked Xiao Mei, "Then, who really killed your sister?" Xiao Mei pulled out the white eyeball and revealed her special ability to the blonde girl. Meanwhile, the curly-haired male doctor asked about Xiao Mei, leaving Xiao Shui shocked. He had never told anyone that Da-Mei had a twin. When Xiao Shui pressed him, the doctor said he'd visited an antique shop days ago and saw Xiao Shui's dead wife. It terrified him. Just then, Xiao Shuai's phone rang. The doctor stepped out. It was the blonde girl calling. She said Xiao Mei claimed the killer of Da Mei was that doctor. Shocked, Xiao Shuai told her to rest, saying he'd be back soon. As the blonde girl ended the call, she looked down and froze. The wooden doll was staring at her. Startled, she dropped her phone. But when she dared to look again, the doll was back to normal. She slowly walked downstairs, picked up her phone, and curiously stared into the puppet's wide-open mouth. Seeing nothing, she hesitated, then slowly reached in. But fear made her pull back instantly. Circling behind it, she noticed 5 tiny eyes carved on the puppet's head and something hidden inside. She tried to reach for it, but the opening was too small. So she grabbed a pair of tweezers from the room. Using the tweezers, she pulled something out. It was a used zip tie. Then in the second eye, she found an old childhood photo of Da Mei and Xiao Mei. In the third one, a photo of them all grown up. She glanced at Xiao Mei, still asleep. So the blonde girl kept going. In the fourth eye, she found a tooth. She was disgusted and quickly put it back. But in the fifth eye, there was a tube of fresh blood. Just then, Xiao Mei suddenly stood up and in a stern voice told her to put everything back. She froze and obeyed immediately. But honestly, I'm curious too, guys. She was asleep, so how did she know? The blonde girl awkwardly said goodnight, went upstairs to sleep, and even turned off the light on purpose. Meanwhile, Xiao Mei sat down across from the wooden doll and mimicked its exact pose. Later, when the blonde girl went to the bathroom, she saw Xiao Mei passed out on the table. Thinking nothing of it, she walked into the bathroom. While looking in the mirror, the light suddenly turned off. She froze, confused. Then, without explanation, the light switched back on. She opened the door and peeked out. Xiao Mei was still sleeping. But in her gut, she knew something was off. She still thought Xiao Mei was behind the lights going out earlier. Later that night, the blonde girl couldn't sleep, so she picked up a camcorder nearby and started watching old footage Da Mei had filmed. The first time, nothing strange. But when she turned off the lights and watched again, Da Mei's ghost suddenly appeared in the video. She screamed and threw the camera. Then the ghost appeared right in front of her, warning her to run. She flipped the lights back on. The ghost vanished. Panicked, she ran downstairs, hearing footsteps chasing her. She grabbed a knife and called for Xiao Mei, but Xiao Mei was fast asleep. Suddenly, the box moved. Inside, it was her car key. She ran for the door, but the power cut again. From the doorway, Da Mei's ghost slowly emerged. She jumped in her car and sped off, terrified the ghost might follow. Moments later, Xiao Shuai returned. With the power out, he lit a kerosene lamp and stepped inside. He found only the wooden doll in the living room. Upstairs, he saw Xiao Mei, kneeling on the floor in a disturbingly strange position. Xiao Shuai asked Xiao Mei, "Where's the blonde girl?" Xiao Mei replied, "Da Mei scared her off." Xiao Shuai said, "It must be Huan Mao. He's the killer." The police confirmed it was the pale-eyed man. "But he's already dead." Xiao Mei calmly said, "That man came to save Da Mei. I mistook him for the killer and killed him. Back then, I hadn't touched his relic yet. I was wrong." Xiao Shuai thought she had gone crazy. But Xiao Mei smiled. "Da Mei was killed by Huan Mao, but on my orders, I'm the mastermind." Xiao Shuai froze. Turns out, after marrying Da Mei, he started an affair with the blonde girl. Afraid of losing the house, he got Huan Mao to kill Da Mei. But the pale-eyed man overheard everything. Through the relic, Xiao Mei learned the truth. But instead of revenge through violence, she wanted Xiao Shuai to lose everything. Xiao Shuai, still in denial, said, "I'll leave my phone here. When the police call, answer it." Then he left. Soon, the phone rang. As Xiao Mei walked to answer it, she fell through a trapdoor Xiao Shuai had secretly triggered. Just then, a car arrived. Huan Mao stepped out, and inside the house, he too saw the wooden doll. Suddenly, from upstairs, he saw Xiao Mei fall. But miraculously, she was still alive. He quickly called Xiao Shuai and told him, "Hey, I found your phone, but it's completely broken, beyond repair." That was a metaphor, folks. And only after hearing it was unfixable did Xiao Shuai finally calm down. Then Curly looked at Xiao Mei. She slowly raised her arm and whispered, "We're connected now," then clutched her chest like she was performing some ritual. The wooden doll seemed to respond. As Curly turned to leave, he suddenly noticed the doll had moved, and it was staring straight at him. Spooked, Curly headed downstairs. But then he heard something from the bedroom. A camera was clicking by itself. He checked. There was a photo on it, a face. But Curly brushed it off and continued down. When he reached the first floor, the doll had vanished. And just as he turned around, bam, the wooden doll was standing right in front of him, and it moved. Terrified, Curly ran upstairs, but the monster followed. Cornered with nowhere to go, Curly jumped from the second floor. Crack! He broke his leg. The monster approached slowly, then lifted Curly by the head, effortlessly. Meanwhile, Xiao Mei took her final breath. The creature stood there, silently watching Curly, broken and helpless. Then Curly wakes up, in a hospital bed. Xiao Shuai is sitting beside him. But Curly realizes both his legs are strapped down. Xiao Shuai says, "You're a patient now." Curly panics and pleads, "The wooden doll attacked me." But Xiao Shuai replies, "I already burned it. So why didn't it come after me?" He tightens the restraints and walks out. Then, he lets another extremely dangerous patient loose. That patient walks straight into Curly's room and bites down hard on Curly's leg. Yeah, he probably didn't make it. Later that day, Xiao Shuai is on his way home. He calls his blonde girlfriend. She picks up, says, "We're done," and hangs up on him. When Xiao Shuai arrives home, he finds a Sister Ange package outside his door. He opens it. It's the same bell Xiao Mei was playing with earlier. Out of curiosity, he presses it. Looks around, sees nothing. But then, old-fashioned music begins to play, and right beside him, a ghostly waiter appears. And that's where the movie ends.